Ahoy there folks, I'm Captain Benzie and welcome back to another weekly developer Q&A session for EVE Echoes. Each week the developers take a series of questions posed by you, the community, they respond to those questions and then post the responses to the official EVE Echoes Facebook page, Discord, Twitter, or X I guess as it's now called, and somewhere in-game. Each week I go through the questions, the answers, and I add my own responses and reactions to this as well to talk about the direction the game could be going in. And do stick around because we've got an interesting bit of information that's been released today added onto the end of this. This bit of information is the first of 3 parts in a run up towards the anniversary event, so I probably will do a full roundup event on Monday, but if you want to get the lowdown a little bit earlier on, stick around to the end of the video. Otherwise, welcome aboard the developer Q&A for the week of the 1st to the 7th of August 2023. Question number 1 then. Hi, thank you for all your hard work. What is the time frame you're looking at for releasing more Nano Cores for the advanced carriers? A lot of players are waiting for them, myself included. Advanced carriers, come on, bloody capitals. The only thing worth having in this game, and oh yeah, let's just make them even more powerful. Because they're not powerful enough, right? At the moment, if you are an absolute whale and you only find fun in this game by swiping your credit card, you're clearly not having enough fun because there's nothing more for you to swipe your credit card on. When are you going to add this? Not when are you going to add more meaningful freaking gameplay to the game. When are we going to add something that's actually useful? No. When are we going to make one of the most ridiculously powerful ships in the game even more ridiculously powerful at the expense of actual meaningful content? So, Cloud responds, we'll be releasing a variety of cores for the versatile assault ship as well as new cores that can be used on multiple ships in the second half of the year, August through December. Of course they are. Anyway, to take more money out of your pocket. Look, I get it. Some people want this kind of stuff, and as I've said before in videos, look, I don't want to be rude. If you're enjoying EVE Echoes and you like the idea that you can just swipe your credit card and ride it all the way to the moon and back, then good for you. But for the rest of us, we wish there was an actual game underneath all of this, and people asking for this whole, oh, when are we getting more things to spend money on, is enabling the developers. That is literally what this is now. The more that people beg and basically suck off NetEase and go, yeah, give us more things to spend on, the more NetEase gets away with it, and the more that they just don't have to sit there and actually come up with content, because we just go, oh, well, we don't really care about actually making the game fun and enjoyable. Nah, just swipe my credit card. I don't get it. I don't get it, and if this is your question, well, I'd love to hear from you in the comment section down below as to why you are so interested in the ability to swipe more into a game, because it's a capital core. It's a capital core, which means it will be something like the Neon Rain or the Porcelain or the CyberX. It'll be swipe. It won't be some meaningful gameplay mechanic that'll allow you to get that. No, it's just NetEase gonna find another way to extract even more cash from your wallet. So please, hit me up in the comment section down below. Why do you love NetEase sucking your wallet dry like a cheap hooker? What is it that makes that exciting for you? Let me know. Question number 2, will it be possible to implement character transfers to other accounts? Oh god, EVE Online has the character bazaar, had the character bazaar. I think this could be a big revenue earner if implemented. No. This is what is charged for transfers in EVE Online. A character can be transferred to another account via the transfer character service through the EVE store page. A single character transfer involves a transfer fee in the form of a credit card or PayMalt payment of €20 or US dollars, 17 GBP or 13.99 rupees, I think that is. Whatever, basically it's a way that when you're done with your account, you can sell it off to someone else. That's not something that NetEase or CCP rather make much money on at all. It's more handed off to the other person. Again, you're once again handing an opportunity to NetEase to just capitalize on yet more money. I get it. You've probably, like me, getting sick and tired of this absolute trash pile of a game, and you're looking for a way to get some money back from the fact that you've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars over the past 3 years trying to enjoy a game that NetEase are adamant to tear down to its constituent parts to sacrifice on the altar to unending greed. Now, as it so happens, though, I massively disagree with this feature even in EVE Online. But the reason it exists in EVE Online is just to give people that opportunity to jump straight ahead into something like a Capital clone. Rather than just make the game accessible to new players, however, you want this crap in EVE Echoes. I massively disagree. I really massively disagree with this on a conceptual level. Like, if you're sitting there saying, well, this would make it easy for new players to stick around, yeah, it would also make it easy for older players to quit and act like they've gotten something out of it. You cause an exodus with this kind of stuff, and it doesn't really help the new players. You could just fix the fucking game, and that might, bring new players in. Give new players something to look forward to. Give them something meaningful to do. Get rid of the shit-ass, crap, awful tech system, so that new players aren't just stuck waiting for 10 months arbitrarily to be able to get into the best ships. Again, I point this out, that you can actually have Expert 5 in every single one of the frigate skills that are, say, for, if you wanted to fly, say, a Slasher Interceptor, you can have every single skill that is relevant to that ship maxed out to Expert 5 by about Tech Level 7, Tech Level 8, but you still can't fly it for a few months yet because you've just got to wait until Tech 10. Why? What is the purpose in that wait? Oh, you've got to wait because I waited when I went through it. Good. Awesome. What a brilliant way of looking at it. I went through shit, so the next people should do as well. That's how the world gets better, doesn't it? Maybe you should look at it and go, this game is dying because there are no new players coming in, and every time a new update comes, some of the old players quit. So every time something happens, some of the old players quit, which makes your player base get smaller and smaller and smaller. And if you don't have any new players coming in, you run out of player base eventually, right? This isn't a freaking crazy concept. Like, that's pretty simple to grasp, I feel. So, rather than fix the game and actually make it so that new players coming in will replace the old ones, no, we're just going to find a way so that those people falling off the end can try and make $1 on their account. Cloud says, right now we're unable to offer this feature to players due to the way our account system works with third-party social media platforms and varying laws in different countries. Yeah, because you were tying it to Google Play or Facebook or whatever. Sorry about that, we hope you can understand. Cloud, I would have just told them to fuck off and get over it. And, I would also say, Cloud, when are you going to get rid of the god-awful tech system and actually fix your freaking game? This game has so much potential, there is so much good stuff about this game, but new players open it up, go, oh, this is really cool, I would love to play this, I would love to get involved in this, but, looks like I'm going to have to wait 10 months before I can do anything. Oh, and I have to pay for the subscription for those 10 months and still wait for the 10 months. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm just going to go off and play literally anything else because that's just bullshit and not fun. Cloud, fix your game. Moving on then to question number 3. Are there any plans to fix issues for AI ratting? Yay! 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 Another one of those, this system is so god-awful, let's not just pretend that it doesn't exist, let's spend all of the development resources we have trying to fix the crap that no one wanted. Yeah, rather than actually fixing the underlying issues. Basically, it's almost like someone broke their leg. The ambulance took them to the hospital and didn't do any form of, pinning or surgery or anything. They just kind of put a crappy cast around the leg, and then the cast doesn't work properly because it's not been done properly and it's just not doing anything. So rather than go, you know what, maybe we should get this kid into surgery and sort their leg out, they're just trying to mess around with the colour of the cast. That's basically what's going on here. Are there any plans to fix issues for AI ratting? Not only do the modules function suboptimally, shield hardener not always running, but the gravitational fluctuations prevent true AFK ratting. Yeah. Does it prevent you playing your game truly AFK? Then what's the fucking point in playing the game, you dumbass? If you want to be able to play a game without playing the game, then what is the point in playing the game? Quit the game, stop asking for this dumbass shit, get out of Eve Echoes, uninstall, and just get on with your life. You clearly don't want to play the game, so stop ruining it for the rest of us, alright? If you want a true AFK experience, uninstall the game, put your phone down, walk out in front of traffic. That is going to be a perfect AFK experience, because you're never going to have to worry again. Currently, what you're asking for, you will have to come back to the phone at some point, which means, it's not true AFK. Best way I would suggest is just to uninstall the game, maybe even throw your phone off the nearest cliff, and then that way you never have to worry about Eve Echoes ever again. True AFK experience. We are, as paying customers, demand the promised product. Oh, fuck off. Hi, we're just fixed the issue where some modules do not stay running in the latest update and we'll keep working on optimizing the AI feature further. Thanks for your patience as we work through these issues. Dear God, I've never seen such an absolute circle jerk of cocksuckers going at each other. Just, jeez, like it, what the hell? Oh, why is it when Cloud does a dev Q&A, I become the most horrendous, upset, angry person ever? Like, literally, it ruins my life. It literally ruins my life. And I'm sorry, I know some of you are watching this going, my God, Benzie, you are ranty today and you are swearing like a trooper. Yeah, I am. Yeah, I am. Because this is just insane. This is just insane. Cloud has picked the most ridiculous questions, all ones that are basically slapping him on the back and going, oh, you're amazing, when are you going to do more of this crap that no one wants, but I, totally existing human, want more of? Yeah, God, here we go, question 4, let's see what we have. Can we get fighter bays added to the fittings on the Capsuleer outposts? I believe this would make for interesting defense on the stations. I was also wondering if we could get additional skills weapons for the stations so the stations themselves can participate in warfare more often, because right now it's just better to undock a ship than to actually use the surface cannons. Oh no, you have to undock a ship and play the game. No, I'm being facetious. Yeah, genuinely, I would actually like to see it so that stations did have better stuff added to them. That there was a reason to fit a station with different bits of gear and actually fly it and do stuff with it. I think there is a lot of potential there. I don't think it needs more skills. I think they just need to be better weapon systems with more options. In EVE Online, you've got tons of different options. You've even got things that like are warp disruptors. So if someone starts shooting at your station, they can't just warp off because your station actually scrams them and goes, oh no, my friend, you're waiting for the response fleet now. Stuff like that would be really cool. So jokes aside on this one, yeah, I kind of agree. I'm not sure fighter bays are the answer because that just feels a little bit AFK. Like, oh yeah, we're just going to put fighter bays on it and that way when someone attacks, off, you know, off go the fighters. I'd rather it be more active than that, but yeah, I think this is a good idea. Getting more active participation and having the station actually do something, I'm all for that. I think that could be a lot of fun. Anyway, that is the dev Q&A. I do apologise for the swearing and the coarse language. I really can't help it. Just if they stop choosing such shit questions, maybe I could, you know, be a bit more positive in how I answer it and how I handle it. But unfortunately, they insist on coming up with this crap. And I'm not even sure that most of this is written by actual players. 2 and 4, I reckon, are actual players, but 1 and 3, I think, are just kind of people that Cloud has made up in his head to make himself feel better about the fact that EVE Echoes is going down the toilet faster and faster day by day because they refuse to do anything for new players and are insisting on catering to an ever-shrinking top core. And the top core that is still enjoying this insist that nothing is wrong with the game. The amount of times I have people in the comment section going, oh, well, I think you're completely wrong. I'm still enjoying the game and I think you're just sad that, you know, you can't anymore. Yeah, of course I'm sad I can't anymore. I'm sad that 90% of this player base has left. I'm sad that the game has dwindled down to an absolute fraction of what it once was, and that, oh no, there is going to come a time when you too get absolutely worn out by this, because when everything is just payments, eventually everyone gets out-budgeted. Until eventually you've got one person left who's the last one holding the shittest stick in history. Anyway, let's move on then to the top little secret thing. Not really secret, they've announced it. But Cobble Edge Exploration Log, 1 of 3. Again, I'll do a video on Monday about all 3 of these, I imagine. The Cobble Edge comprises 69 systems spread across 10 constellations, all with security levels below 0. The logistics supply station have also been established on Planet 6 of the EBYOS system. So there is 1 station in Cobble Edge. In 69 star systems, 1 system. 1 station. This means they do want you to be anchoring your own stations, and it does look like this is going to be something possible. Pilots in New Eden must rely on unstable wormholes and long-distance cloning to travel to the Cobble Edge. These wormholes are found in low-sec regions and within the Cobble Edge. All ships, including supercarriers, can access these wormholes. I was right. I was absolutely right. Wormholes are just a transit thing to get you from what we know as current space into Cobble Edge and back out again. That's all they are. And yes, supercarriers are going to be able to do it. Every ship is going to be able to use these. There's going to be no new module, no new gameplay. It's just going to be open up a menu, tap on the wormhole and jump through it into Cobble Edge. That's it. Which means Cobble Edge, unless the combat is absolutely crazily different, it is just more of the same with a slightly more difficult barrier to entry. Not quite as difficult, though, as a Nihilist Dead Space, which is fucking pathetic. That's not Wormholes. That's not Wormholes at all. Interesting that it's low-sec only, so we're going to have more people in low-sec. And you know what? That station there, EBYOS, that is going to be hardcore camped 24/7. You're going to have gate camps there all the time by the likes of Benzie, who are just going to sit there and camp it. get as many kills as they can, because if you are not willing to sit there and just wormhole, wormhole, wormhole back and forward, you're going to have a load of people who are now based out of this one system and are using it as a way for them to like use remote clones in there, clone jumping and things like that. That system is going to be camped to hell and back. If you think NRail is bad, you have no idea how bad EBYOS is going to be, and there is nothing that suggests that the devs have even considered going that far ahead. But yeah, everything I said about Wormholes, this indicates is absolutely true. We're not getting J-Space, we're getting Cobble Edge, and Wormholes are nothing more than a transit. Stay tuned though, because I will look out for part 2 and part 3 of this to give you an update on those. I'm really not holding my breath that it's anything exciting though. Otherwise, my apologies for swearing and being so harsh in this one. Yeah, I know some of you are going to say, oh, it's just the fact that, you know, your wife's announced that she's divorcing you, Benzie, and you're bitter. No, I'm not. I'm bitter at the fact that Eve Echoes is fucking awful right now, and the devs don't seem to want to do anything, and if these are actually players, then there are too many players absolutely complicit in this at this point. Absolutely complicit. And so I'm going to keep an eye on how these videos do for Eve Echoes over the coming weeks. Once this all goes live with Wormholes, I might have a couple of tutorials and that to make, and I think I'm done with Eve Echoes. And I know I've been saying that for a while, but folks keep asking me to make content, and you guys seem to enjoy it, and so, you know what? Like, it can be cathartic to make these. If you're worried about my mental health, don't be. When I come off these videos, I feel much better for having had the rant. Listen to one of my EVE Online videos, and you'll hear how happy I actually am in life right now. Life's good. Life is good. Anyway, folks, thank you for watching this one right the way through to the end. Let me know your favourite of these shitstick questions. Which one made you laugh the most? Which one made you cringe hardest? Which one made you vomit up your breakfast all over your computer screen? Happy sailing, and see you in New Eden!